In the world of music, the drummer is often the unsung heartbeat. They sit at the back, invisible to some, but essential to everyone. They hold the time. They carry the soul. Today, on the Chris Hansen Conversation, as part of our tribute to SG music icons, we sit down with a man who has been the literal heartbeat of the Singapore music scene for over 4 decades. If you listen to a Jeremy Monteiro record since 1989, you've heard him. If you've watched pop royalty like Sandy Lam or Sarah Brightman on a Singapore stage, he was likely the one keeping the pulse. But beyond the kit, he is a mentor, a visionary for the Singapore Street Festival, and a friend of Shure, who believes that the greatest skill a musician can possess isn't speed or flash, it's humility. From his early days as a session powerhouse to becoming a global ambassador for Singaporean jazz, this is the journey of a man who turned a brand name into a local legend. Please welcome to the conversation, the one and only Tamago. Put your egos outside the door when you are practicing. Can you define that for me?
Okay, basically this one goes to the students. When you practice, don't get into masturbation mode.
I've never heard it described that way. Aye, don't go into masturbation mode.
Because you are practicing, you are actually trying to get better at some things. And then when you go into masturbation mode, you are playing things that you like.
Before we begin the show, here is an important announcement. For 100 years, Shure has set the standard for professional audio. Designed to outlast and outperform, Shure products help you deliver your message with confidence. Trust in Shure. You can be sure with Shure. Shop the Shure Shop Singapore now. Visit the link on screen and use the promo code AFC Hansen to get limited Shure merchandise with your purchases. Now, let's start the show. Hi everyone. We need your help. Please watch this video until the end. We do our best for each episode to really deliver as much value as we can. And our guests who make the time to come here, well, we need to give them the respect as well to really sit down and have a good conversation. And conversations, as conversations go, they take time. So we really ask you to please watch each video until the end. We need the hours in order for us to continue producing more and more episodes on the Chris Hansen Conversation. Please enjoy this conversation. Hi everybody and welcome back. This is the second episode for the new season 7 of the Chris Hansen Conversation. And thanks for sticking around, man, and coming back to watch this one. It's still going to be, it's not going to be too long a season like season 6, but then again, it's still kind of lengthy. And today, we're back with the tribute to SG music icons. You've heard my introduction earlier on before I came on, and we have introduced my guest there. We've got this guy who's a real giant in the local Singapore music scene, and practically everyone I've had on my show, musos of note. People like Gabriel from Bellingham. People like Boon Chai, our number one sex expert in Singapore. I don't know, but I just had to say that. Sorry, Boon Chai. And Jeremy Monteiro. And I've had so many musicians who've been around for yonks, who's every time I have these people here, one name is always uttered, and that is Tamago. And he's in my studio today. Welcome to the studio, man.
Hello.
Everyone talks about you, bro. Everybody, man. I say, every time I have a musician here that I'm paying tribute to, they will mention Tamago. And I go, you know what? I got to have this guy in the studio. I got to have you here to pay tribute to you for 40 years of rhythm and resilience.
So what did I do?
Being around for 40 years and giving us your music, your drumming, my friend, and being resilient in the business is really hard to stick around in.
Yep.
Wouldn't you agree?
Resilience is a word.
Hard to stick around, huh? For 40 years, man.
Just stick around. I used to tell people I retire when I finish my O level.
Excuse me?
Yeah, I used to tell people because some people ask me, when are you going to retire? I said, yeah, I retired in 1979 when I was in Sec 4 after my O levels.
Because you enjoy your work.
Yeah, I enjoy my work
And it's not work.
Yeah,
Therefore, it's not work.
I just didn't go to Polytechnic where I was I was qualified.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you didn't go?
No, because at home I was playing along to music of Barry Manilow, Copacabana, and then from filling in the form into the pen is knocking on the table, and then I pick up the bongo, and then I just play, and then I just tore.
So you made a decision.
Yeah,
you made a decision. Yeah. I don't want to go to Polytechnic.
Yeah, I just tore the piece of paper application, and I told my mom, like in Hainanese only, I said, Mom, I did Sec 4 for you. So now I'm on my own.
Really?
Yeah.
What year was that?
1979.
Wow. Fuck that. I was in primary 3.
Yeah, because, every night I will be playing in Golden Million Cabaret.
In Golden Million?
Yeah.
The nightclub?
Yeah, and then in the mornings I'll take my O levels. So at that time.
So when you were in school, you were already playing professionally?
I don't know that it's professional because I just love music. So
I mean, you were being paid, right?
Of course. I mean, those days,
professionally lah.
Yeah. But having said I've been paid, I was a rookie. So I will like to hang around in anywhere there is music.
Okay.
Yeah. So I just go play and maybe sub a drummer here and there in the Chinese club. Learn all the cabaret and the night joint music and all that. Yeah.
Since we're talking about the past, let's go right back to the beginning. Yeah. Before you were Tama, when you were small Tama, can we have that picture up, please?
Oh, you got pictures of me?
Of course. Of course. Kai, you ready, Kai? There you go. Small Tama. Actually, you put him next to Tama himself. Then you switch over, please. Switch over to Tama's picture. Tama, you just move to the other side from it. And it still look the same, lah, bro. Make got different. No different, lah.
Well, bigger.
Okay, small Tama came out on the screen already.
Yeah.
Let's go back to that time. What was your first encounter with a drum kit?
Oh, drum kit.
Yeah.
Drum kit. There were no.
Okay. Never mind. Then I'll change the question.
Yeah.
I know where you're going in this already. What's your first encounter with music then?
Well, at that age where you saw the picture, I was a Hainanese family kid. Where my mom was the chief cook.
Okay.
And my grandparents are also cooks in the colonial houses.
Okay, yeah, Hainanese food, yeah, they're great cooks, yeah.
So the masters that we serve, they all had parties every month.
Yeah.
So they invited all kinds of musicians to come over to the lawn.
Okay.
And they partied while they have live music.
That was what? How long ago was this? It was before independence.
1970.
Well, after independence.
Yeah.
Okay, they're not masters lah.
So, I mean, they're still there. I'm still a kid, no?
Okay.
Yeah. So all kinds of musicians come, and then we also have even Argentinian music. Well, I think those days the locals residing musicians, maybe the Solianos and the people like Alfonso and all that. I think they were
Alfonso Sousa.
Yeah, because I was still very young and I don't know who they are.
Right.
But guess what? I was just always next to the drummer.
Okay.
Yeah, and so I grew up listening to all the music that they played, and I had Spanish families and English and some former colonels and all that.
Right.
Shell company.
Right.
People.
The oil and gas guys. Yeah.
Yeah. So they had parties and so I'm always next to the band, and then when I go back and visit my uncle in Commonwealth Crescent, Sablaklao area, so they had Malay weddings and all that. Guess what? I'll be hanging around the Kompang guys and then also.
So anything that's got percussions, you just happen to be drawn to it.
Yeah.
And then, what? Just tell me, how do you feel when you hear all that? How do you feel?
Well, there's a natural tendency to
bang something,
mimic, go home and mimic what I heard. Yeah, I would listen very intensively to the different parts of the band.
Okay.
And also the different parts of the drum kit.
Okay.
And sometimes if they have a percussionist. I would be listening to what they're doing as an interaction.
And then when do you actually start playing on anything that's got to do with drumming?
Oh, that was when I was in primary 5 in Burke Hall Primary School, and then was in Margaret Drive.
Burke Hall?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Burke Hall Primary School...
No longer around lah.
No longer around. It was one of the 3 top bands of the primary school in the early days, the champion bands, alongside with Hawaii Primary School, which is also on Margaret Drive, and Fowley Primary School.
Fowley,
so, so those days, music was very fun, and even if we wear different uniforms, everybody is very friendly, and they talk about the weaknesses and strengths and how musicians become successful.
Wait, let me get this right. So you're saying top schools, primary schools with top bands. So in those days, this was encouraged.
Yeah. I mean, it's not even something we talk about. We're just friends. People of different uniform. And even the band directors and the...
But it's not an official school thing.
No, we just basically got together during competitions.
What kind of competitions?
The Singapore Youth Festival, the earlier days.
Okay.
Where competition feels like a party get
So it's SYF back then.
Yeah.
And the schools have sent their bands over.
Yes.
You're talking about the school bands.
Yep.
Right.
Those days was bugle and 5 band, buglers and 5 and then snare drum, and then they became a brass band.
Right.
Yeah. So and then later on they became a marching band and all that. So so things developed, and then Singapore was also we are growing, and then the budget came from the government side.
Right.
It got better, and then everything was upgraded.
Okay.
So we were in those period where I call it the analog days. Yeah.
Best days.
Yeah. So in fact, really the best days because we would share Seng Pao or kind of packet drinks and play plastic ball, and of course we fought too, and then everything's got everything is actually, the big picture is very fun.
Right. Right.
And where I started playing in the band was when I was in primary 5.
Okay.
Yeah. So because I was the shortest guy in class, and everybody was giving me shit, bullying me and all that. So I got to take my energy somewhere else. So I wanted to join the band. So, but because I defended myself and then get into trouble in school, the senior assistant recommended to my band director that I shouldn't be in the band because I'm quite an influencer also during those days. I influenced a lot of things. Yeah.
Okay.
So I got pissed off, and then every band member I saw, I would whack them. And then when I get to the principal's office, I say, "Hey, look, I just want to join a band. You give me a place in the band. I promise.
I'll be good.
And I kept my promise.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it was a positive thing for you then. Getting into the school band. Yeah, because it was fun, And the boys that I beat up, they became my friends. The boys you beat up became your friends. So this is primary 5.
Yeah, primary 5, primary 6 days.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
And prior to that, before that, you had no formal instruction on how to play drums.
Those days, even the school band instructor and tutor, they can't play. They can't play.
How did they teach you guys to play?
No, they just know what the band sound is supposed to be like, and then they know basic music.
But you gotta know. Somebody's gotta teach you how to play your snare, play your hi-hat, how to hold your sticks.
When you have no teacher and every day you just wait for the black and white TV to turn on to watch.
And you watch
to watch Buddy Rich or maybe Felix the Cat and
who?
Felix the Cat.
There's a cartoon.
Cartoon, the black and white thing.
Yeah.
Moby Dick the Whale.
Yeah, they don't play drums, bro.
They don't play drums, but those were the days when it's either that or you watch the black and white, Duke Ellington or some Tipton playing the music, and you just...
So it's like these days, people watch YouTube to learn stuff.
Yes.
That was how you guys were doing it.
Yeah, these days people get to choose what they want to see.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
But those days, we sit there, we looking at the Telefunken set, we don't know what's coming up next.
Oh, Telefunken, boy.
Yeah.
brings back memories. Okay, Telefunken people.
Yeah.
It's a brand of TV.
Yeah, and then besides that, jokers. I watch Malay program a lot. Jokers like Badul will come up and Mat Sentuh and all these guys. And I enjoyed that. And,
Doremi.
it's fun.
Okay.
But once I saw on black and white TV those drummers play and all that, so I would go back and start to do some drumming, and of course people around me in the school band, they already learned what they learned from the members of the other band and all that. So, we just do not have instruction, this is right and that is wrong.
Okay.
And you do this, you get to go here, and
right.
The goal is just to get to the instrument and just play.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And those days, everybody do that.
So Tamago was self-taught, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. Back then, did you even have a drum kit at home?
No, in the school band, the later part, the drum kit arrived, and it was time for me to go to Anderson Secondary School. So
you mean there was no drum kit?
There was no drum kit.
Then what were you playing?
No, I just playing snare drum.
Snare drum, that's it.
Bass drums and cymbals, and
that's it.
Just the foundation work,
Oh, the singular.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when I go to secondary school, there's Anderson, which is next to the Raffles Girls School. And then I saw the Raffles Girls, they had money to get a drum kit, and then my school don't have. Yeah. So there is a picture of me that put 3 snare drums together, marching snare drums, and a tenor drum. I just invented my own,
You invented your own kit?
My own drum kit, and from marching band drums, and then started playing on it, and I just took it from there.
So when you went to Anderson Secondary and you finally saw a proper drum kit, right?
Well, I left the school, then they had bought the kit.
Oh,
yeah.
Wait. So this wasn't the primary school that you left and then they had a drum kit. It's the secondary school you left.
No, so primary school they had the drum kit, but it's time for me to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then when you went to Anderson Secondary, and there was no drum kit.
Yeah.
So you never actually had an opportunity of playing on a proper drum kit from primary school through secondary school?
So, yes, but here's what it is. Okay. On the side, between we call it the ECA, extracurricular activity, right?
Yeah.
I volunteered to other schools to teach in the percussion section.
To teach?
For free.
To teach?
Yeah.
When you were in school yourself?
Yeah, then I encouraged the school to buy the drum kit, right?
How could you possibly be teaching them when you had never played on a full drum kit?
Well, by that time I have a lot of idea, and I could
ideas.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was able to make a percussion section sound good.
This is remarkable.
Yeah. So because I was already 14 years old in secondary school.
Okay.
And I started to write my own percussion parts and all that. I bring to school and then listen to the boys play. And that's how it all started. So when they had the drum kit in the school, that was Keppel Primary School in Cantonment Road.
Right.
Yeah. When they had that, I would teach, and then the break time, I would sit on the drums and start practicing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that was your so only from 14 years old on the on the pretext of teaching at 14 at another school, you had the opportunity to then get on proper drum set.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't get it, man.
Yeah, so well, that's the only way, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
But every veteran, practically almost every veteran I've spoken with, that plays other instruments, there's always this one legend or teacher or mentor who gave them the first break, or who sat down with them and maybe even instructed them how to do it right. Do you happen to have the same?
Well, when I was 17 years old, I met some of the local drummers who are already in the scene.
Right.
The sad thing is, they didn't want to teach me.
Okay, and this story, this kind of stories, I don't know why it's a prevalent thing way back when. Like musos don't want to teach other musos as if you're gonna steal my rice bowl. I've been hearing this quite a bit.
Well, actually, I tell you, the stealing rice bowl part is not the important part.
Then
they would have already seen me play, and they know I would catch up very fast.
Okay, so they're worried about that, lah. Of course.
They are more concerned about that, you know.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Getting as good as them, not better. That's the reason.
Yeah, so
nobody wanted to teach you?
No.
Then what do you do? There was no one at all. At all.
No, so what I did was I go work in the Singapore Island Country Club.
Okay.
Make some money, you know, becoming a caddy.
Okay.
I send that money to the States and they send me cassette tapes and notes. So I didn't get to see the image, but cassette tapes. So I started using those tutorials. And
just listening to audio.
Listening audio and play. And so,
oh crap!
Yeah, so I was holding the traditional grip in the wrong side.
Okay.
You know, instead of this, I was doing this.
And that was when? How old were you then already?
I was 17.
So you realized after a couple of years you've been doing it wrong.
Yeah.
Wow.
So then,
trial and error.
Yeah. So when I joined the MDC Music Drama Company or the SAF, I was underage. At that time, 17 and a half. You know, legal age to go in is 17 and 3/4. Okay. But those days, they accept me to go in.
You signed on, you mean? I
signed on because I was rejected from joining the commandos.
Okay.
I actually went to apply for
selection,
I applied for that.
Okay.
But those days don't have LASIK, so I failed my test. So the music and drama company picked me up and all that. So by that time, I realized that I was holding the drumsticks the other way around. So I cried for 1 year because I had to change. So not having a teacher, you waste time.
You know why I'm laughing now? I'm laughing for two reasons. One, here you have this guy who goes to the commandos for selection. And then he ends up playing music in SMMDC. I mean, the extreme history is so vast. Never mind. And then the next thing is, I cannot believe the most talented, one of the most vaunted names in music as a drummer in Singapore, Tamago, was holding the damn sticks wrong. And nobody instructed him. I find this whole story a bit, walao, it's remarkable. Oh my goodness. So everything to you when it comes to your craft was trial and error.
Yeah.
My goodness.
So how I work was if it sound good, it must be correct.
I don't believe I'm hearing this. Okay. Here's the question, Go Yong Seng, which is your name.
That's the name that the police will call.
Officially became Tamago. What happened? It's stuck lah. Yeah, sure. Tamago stuck. We know Tama is a brand of drums.
Yeah, but
how did it happen? How do you come to this name?
So as a young boy, you know, we tend to worship certain things.
Okay.
Certain people or certain products.
Okay.
Believe in some things, right?
Right.
So it also comes from a time where we were too engrossed and spend a lot of energy on trying to get to somewhere.
Okay.
So I was in the symphonic band of the early days. Today the name is called Singapore Wind Symphony.
Okay.
Before that it was called the National Theatre Symphonic Band.
Okay.
So after my O-levels, somebody told me there's a drum kit in that orchestra, that symphonic band.
Right.
The National Theatre Symphonic Band.
Right.
It has 24 tom-toms on the kit.
Wow. That must have turned you on.
So I was like,
shit, I'm gonna have a go.
How do I get there?
And it's gonna sound good.
So I went there and it was a Yamaha kit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But there were no 24 toms.
Okay.
It was just normal.
That's all bullshit lah.
No, just normal 5-piece kit.
Okay.
Yeah, because those days Karen Carpenter was playing the concert toms was like 8-inch, 8, 10, 12, all the way to 16.
Okay.
Just the toms alone,
right?
The drum kit. So I saw that I saw that video being played on air. So I thought there would be drums like that.
Yeah.
So anyway, I joined the symphonic band and started playing with them. And so during symphonic band practices, they will take about 20-minute breaks.
Okay.
But when I was in the band, they can't take a break because I will be practicing during the break on the drum kit.
Okay.
But usually in the classical scene and all that, the band take a break. They really take a break.
Yeah.
But not for me. So I'll be practicing a lot and all that, and then there will be people who come to me and say, "Hey, I want to buy a drumstick or pair of drumstick. I want to buy a snare drum or what." So, but I'll be practicing, right? So he come and talk to me, and I got a bit pissed off. Then I'll turn around and I'll tell him, "Hey, next time don't ask this kind of questions, because if you want to ask me a question, you know it's going to be Tama. Buy Tama products."
Okay.
So from then onwards, they started calling me Tamago. And when I was 18, I was featured in a drum set concerto piece.
Okay.
Accompanied by the symphonic band.
Right.
It's a drum set concerto where I had my own cadenza part that I play for 2 or 3 minutes. So I really wanted to use one brand. The orchestra board changed the drums
To Tamas.
to Tama Swing Star, the cheapest one.
Okay.
Yeah, but it was good. So I played Tama oak sticks, which is heavy like hell.
Okay.
And those days we don't know anything about weight.
Okay.
Yeah, just it's like give me a baton or a bat, I will use it anyway, right? That kind of stuff. Yeah. So I had chance to play all Tama products at that time.
Right.
And the Zildjian cymbals and all that. So I had a ball of it's a dream.
Okay.
Yeah. But I continued to work hard after that. And fast forward many years.
Yeah.
I ended up playing in Dick Lee's band.
Right.
And he traveled to Japan.
Right.
Yeah. And that time was, I think it's China Man days. Yeah. So I had an offer from the drum company to have an endorsement
Tama.
at a young age at that time.
Well,
But because I was at that age and I came back to Singapore, I'm like, maybe I don't want to go to Japan to sign the contract. So I just left it alone. Yeah, I just left that alone. But in Singapore, I already have chance to play the product.
Right.
Yeah. So fast forward some more years, there were other endorsements come to me. Yeah. So I move on to.
Then they're all Tamas.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, because at that time I was already switching on to jazz.
Okay.
So Tama drums was rock related.
Right.
And Pearl drums that time was the research and development team were very strong.
Right.
So they had great hardware, the drums were good and all that. So when Swilly offered me to take up the drums, I said yes, happily.
Okay.
So I switched over. So here's the catch. Pearl Drum headquarters came back.
I can guess.
Tama. It's a problem. I said, what problem?
Your name.
He said, Tama is the competitor.
Never mind, I'll change my name to Pearl.
No. So I forgot who's the guy, but I think it's some gentleman. So I told him, excuse me, can you just tell them that Tamago is one word? Approve.
I don't believe this.
The killer, that one.
My goodness me. I haven't laughed this hard for some time. Oh my gosh. Okay. I just want to rewind back. You fast forwarded quite a bit. You ended up playing in a national theatre, symphonic band.
Yeah.
And that's all classical stuff, right? 17 plus. Now, you didn't have proper instruction for so long, and then you end up playing classical.
Yeah, because I had school band experience.
Huh? That was enough.
It's enough to move on.
Really?
And self-practice.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, I was that serious until I at that time, I was about 20 years old. I got an offer for the Singapore Symphony Orchestra scholarship, offered by the PSC then. Yeah, but I didn't. I went for the interview and audition, but they chose the school that I have to go to. So I said, I think maybe not, because I don't want to be tied down for 12 years.
Oh.
And then go study in that the music conservatoire and all that. So yeah, so I dropped that idea to and let the next one take it, because I don't want to waste it. So I engaged on my own journey again.
Oh my goodness me. You didn't go to poly, got selected. then wanted to go into commandos and ended up in MDC. And then after that, I supposed to get endorsement in Japan, didn't take. And then after the name, because the name got problems, after that with the other one.
Yeah.
And then now this one, to go further in your music studies, I don't be stuck down there. Boy, you terror, are you?
No, I mean, I'm just a free-spirited guy,
Yeah, so you are, man.
Yeah.
You are, man.
So but anyway, I didn't go study, right? So I became one musician in the SSO. I played in SSO for many years.
Wow.
The guy that never go to school.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Amazing.
But of course, it would be better if I went to school, because facing the environment and having good instructions and all that, the control and the musical knowledge would be better.
But I think those who come under your instruction will actually gain more than going to school.
Well, I straight away can identify where they're heading and then stop this, because you're going.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We help them to shortcut.
Exactly. Yeah.
So end up, my last concert with SSO was maybe about 7 years ago. We played Backside. No, West Side Story.
Backside Story.
It was a movie.
I know West Side Story is a movie.
We played behind. They played the movie with all the dancers. We played the whole soundtrack and live SSO. So that was fun.
Oh boy. Hey Kai. Yeah. Don't start thinking. I know what you're thinking. When Tama talked about his name, and we changed his name for Tama, right? For the other drum set, right? The other drum brand. I am not going to have my middle name changed to Shure, okay? Not gonna happen. I have this enough already. Don't need to change my name. I know what you're thinking. I can just smell you a mile away. Okay. Let's talk about the 80s and the 90s. That was the jazz and pop explosion. As a matter of fact, I loved that period in Singapore. Yeah. Our music was so fantastic, right? The things that were happening, the vibe was great. I don't even remember, but in the 90s, I used to go down to Sheraton Towers where you were playing with Jeremy and Jeremzy.
No,
not Jeremzy. Sorry,
Jeremy's band.
With Clarissa was singing.
Clarissa singing. Brian Benson was on bass.
Yes, correct. Yes, yeah. So I used to sit down there and have a drink just to watch alone. No, I'd be there alone. No, I don't know if you recall, just to watch you guys play.
The barman was Thomas.
I don't remember lah.
Yeah, but he would be the one serving you the.
I'll be probably. I'll be sitting there quietly lah. Thomas Nazarene, is it?
I don't know, man. I think he's a Eurasian guy.
Yeah. Correct.
Yeah.
Thomas Nazarene, shout out to you, man. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Great guy.
Yeah. Nice guy. Real nice guy.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that period, that era in the 80s and the 90s. Yeah. You've been a cornerstone of the Jeremy Monteiro Jazz Band. That's what you just mentioned. The band, Jeremy
After Jeremzy.
After Jeremzy, since 89. Yeah. How did that partnership begin? And what was the chemistry like during those rehearsals? I mean, we're talking about playing with Jeremy Monteiro, like, to guys like me, like, wow. Jeremy was on my show before. Yeah. I paid tribute to him. And, how was it like, man? For a guy
When I started joining Jeremy, I am technically not ready for...
Hence my question,
for the music.
Hence my question.
I am like out of depth. No, it's like I'm in the pond, fresh water, and got thrown into the ocean. But at that time, that period, I was playing Cheers.
Yeah, Cheers.
Yeah, Bani Farouk was my band leader. Yeah. And we're doing pop music. Yeah. Because I had just came back from Indonesia with K. Hamid and the Masterpiece.
Well, wow, that's before Hang Loose.
Yeah, I didn't join Hang Loose.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was after Hang Loose. Yeah, so
it's after Hang Loose, this band with K. Hamid.
No, K. Hamid is on his own. Masterpiece was also it's a brand new band.
Okay.
Yeah. We had former Tokyo Square Adil who played the bass with us. Yeah.
Okay.
And Jesu, who today leads a good company doing advertising and music.
Okay.
And he basically produced videos and all that. So he's the guitarist. So by the way, Hamid and the Masterpiece are getting back together just to do concerts.
Right.
So K. Hamid is in USA.
You mean presently?
Yeah, we are in the midst of talking about it.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. So Jesu is in Singapore, and then our keyboardist Christopher D'Souza is in the States. Yeah. So we were just trying to get together, and then Iskandar Ismail, our bass player, is also joining us.
East.
Yeah. So
East will be because here we this weekend.
Yeah. So Iskandar also was with K. Hamid at that time, playing in the bands and all that. So we had like 2 bass players, and then we start with the guitarist. There was Jesu. Keyboardists keep changing. Yeah. So when K. Hamid and the Masterpiece went to Jakarta, we spent about 3 to 6 months there.
Right.
Then we came back as K. Hamid and the Pieces.
Okay.
The band don't work together again. We had no problems. It's just we all went on separate ways. And then I go and join Bani Farouk's band.
Right.
So
Bani's name keeps popping up all the time, man.
That was the late Bani, you know?
Yeah, I know. I know.
So he was a great guy.
Yeah, he was.
And I had a funny Robert Singh is on the piano also.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So one very funny incident was one day our singer Gerard Kisbury decided that he's not happy with Bani Farouk.
Gerard Kisbury. Yeah. Oh wow. Okay.
And then he swung his arm towards
Bani, but, really?
But the arms were too short. So it was so funny. I had to grab him, Gerard.
I know Gerard.
What's even better?
Yeah.
Robert Singh took out the warrant. He was a volunteer policeman. He said, "All of you stop. I'm going to arrest you." And this is a band, you know. But it was fun because, you know, we settled our problems. I said, hey, we don't rehearse tonight. Let's go to the hawker center. We sit down and we talk, okay? Yeah. So we managed to keep the band together and move on. But Robert Singh is a legend. You need to talk to him.
Okay. Well, give me his contact. I probably will call him.
I'll share with you. He's a damn resilient guy.
Uh-huh.
He's a talented guy. Just that he need guidance, you know, discipline, you know.
Okay.
Yeah. He loves women.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know whether you realize, but this will be aired, you know.
Sorry, it's a fact.
Okay.
And I love him.
Is he still playing?
He's still playing on and off, and since COVID, he's been working in the health industry and helping a lot of people till today. Is
still there?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he takes good pictures.
Right.
You know, so talking about having 2 or 3 jobs and being able to do and hang on. And now he's got some certificate to work in the health industry, which is quite very good for him. Yeah.
What was it like in the 80s and 90s, man? I mean, the whole scene for you, the atmosphere, your places like Club 392 or the legendary jazz bars. I mean, what do you think, man? How was it like? For the young people who've not had the opportunity to experience all that era was something that they're never going to see again, frankly. Yeah. So
those days, music was not just music to every musician because, you to be able to get the feel to the audience.
Right.
It's got nothing to do with the technical ability to handle the instrument.
Right. Okay.
As opposed to today's musicians where they are excellent opponents on the instrument. Man. Yeah, so musicians today is you get a band rehearsal that is very productive because everybody can play the instrument well.
Yeah.
But in the early days, some bands will take longer time compared to today to get a piece together and everybody is happy to perform.
Why?
Oh, because we are all so focused on how do we get the right feeling to the audience.
But isn't that the right thing to do?
Oh, that was how we all wanted to play.
But that is the right thing to do.
Yes.
But today, they're not doing that.
Because today, everything is regulated by the computer. They run a sing tone, or they put a backing track.
Right.
Yeah.
MIDI.
Yeah. So we have to inject our feel into it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's how most bands work these days.
Yeah. These days, bands go to studio. They just play as written, and then as long as you're in sync with the computer or whatever,
But there might not be any groove in it, man. I think the term would be groove.
The groove will be provided by the drummer and the bassist. Most of the time.
Right.
Yeah. So the musician need to understand whether we are all playing behind the beat or in front. Because that creates also the kind of laid back feel and all that. Yeah. So this is the modern way. But in the earlier days, the bass player and the drummer plays the same notes on the kick pedal.
Okay.
And which created the punch.
Right. Correct. Yeah.
And then disco came in, right?
Yeah.
And those were the dancing days.
Yeah.
So bands that can play danceable music well, they get the
jobs.
They get a good spot.
Yeah, residency.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's try to talk about this a little bit more at length. If you were to look at how, like what you just described today, right? They have the computer. Back then, you guys want to get it right because you want to make sure that the audience is listening and watching. They're just going to feel the music.
Yeah.
Between these two schools, if you will, schools, which do you think should never be compromised?
Okay, I think first of all, we have to respect music.
Okay.
And we have to respect culture.
Okay.
What I mean is, when we play a piece of music, the audience spend money to buy the piece of music.
Okay.
Vinyl or whatever those days.
Right.
They get to read the cover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The sleeves. Yeah.
They know the song inside out.
Yeah.
Like take for example, if you play Phil Collins' song, the drummer cannot just Lego the bugger.
Yeah.
Because the drum parts are part of the song.
Because Phil Collins is a drummer too.
Yeah. So this is just one example, or maybe Toto. Certain things we have to respect.
Right.
That, yeah.
Keep true to the song, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, take for example, if I play Malay music or what, I would focus on what's their culture, what's the tradition,
right?
And even talk to the guitarist or somebody,
right?
Work on the feel, the time feel,
right?
Yeah. So I try not to sound like it. I want to sound very much like what is
appreciated in the original
cultural feel,
right? Okay.
Yeah, because music must come from the heart, and we must come from the heart and understand what the composer want.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But today, because that fella is already decomposed now, right? So no, he's not going to get angry with us when we play the current way.
He's more than decomposed. He's probably disappeared.
Yeah. So today, if we form a band to play the analog day music, I would still work on with the musicians.
How's the reception been by the younger lot? If let's say, for example, I'm sure you've been in that position many times, when you're playing the younger generation of musicians, do they get frustrated with you insisting on this?
Not
or
really.
Are they accepting
Not really.
accepting to it?
You see, if I can't be so hard on them because they're not from our era.
Yeah.
So basically, they will definitely be able to get the notes right.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. But to get the kocho, that thing, we call it kocho lah. Kita main betul-betul lah.
Main betul-betul, yeah.
Yeah. So to get there, we have to explain. And then if some younger ones they will actually do the research.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Which is what I like. Yeah, I respect them.
Okay.
Because they understand.
Okay.
They get to it. But in today's context, nothing wrong if they don't want the research, because they play exactly the same notes.
Right.
And yeah, they sound like it. Yeah.
You back people like Sandy Lam, Francis Yip. How different is the mindset of a drummer when playing for a pop diva versus a late night jazz session? Is it any different at all? Playing with stars.
Well, playing that music, we have to play it the way it was written, the way it was recorded, and then the music arrangers. Oh, these two artists you mentioned happen to have the same music arranger.
Okay.
Or music director.
Okay.
They change sometimes, but Anthony Lun, Chinese name is Lun Yongliang. He's like the gem of Hong Kong music industry.
Okay.
And I get a chance to work with him so much,
right.
And a very sensitive musician, So he would turn out parts for concert.
Right.
That the music arrangement may sound just a little bit deviated from what was written in the early days, black and white TV days, and
right.
I'll give it a modern twist. Yeah. And especially with Sandy Lam, where her music sometimes become techno. My last concert with her for the Pravana tour in Hong Kong.
Right.
Yeah, it is I think it's a bit twisted to what the current
generation can accept.
Dance genre music. Yeah. So music haven't been rearranged until a part until the audience cannot recognize the song.
Okay.
Yeah, it's still there, but with a modern touch.
Right.
And playing that kind of music, I call it organized music.
Okay.
Where whatever you rehearse, you go on stage, you know that it's going to be the same.
Right.
Yeah. But with current band that I play with, we are pretty much almost everybody is good at playing well organized music, and plus also they are able to take it like improvisation.
Improv. Yeah.
And have their say on the instrument and then get back. Yeah. So obviously today, now that I'm in my 60s, I'm happy to be doing what I love to do.
Yeah, man.
But in the first place, I did not set off to be playing so much jazz, which is actually very fun.
Right.
Yeah.
You two, if you brought this up, you've toured the world, Jeremy, from the US to Russia. My goodness.
If it's not for Jeremy, I won't be playing jazz music.
I'm pretty sure, man. It seems that way as you chronicle your story.
Yeah.
It kind of occurred to me.
So we started playing most of the more gigs was during the Somerset days at the Westin.
The Westin.
Every week there's a jam session.
Yeah.
So I'm the drummer for the jam session.
Right.
So people like Eddie Lehman, who is here in town today.
Okay.
Come from America, Rick Smith, the late Christy Smith. They came to town, and I picked up a lot of live ensemble playing skills from them, listening to them, and that's how I started with Jeremy Monteiro. And then we had people from the audience who are jazz fans,
right.
And this guy called Almeida, he had passed away, but he will travel to watch Miles Davis, fly overseas to watch and all that. So he went to whisper to Jeremy Monteiro, Jeremy, where you find this buffalo from? It sounds like an elephant. Yeah, but I was just off the pop gig. Yeah, but given the time and Jeremy believed I will change.
You can adapt. Yeah.
And Jeremy didn't even tell me anything about it until like 10 years later.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, but this guy Amida did go back to Jeremy and says, hey, you found the right guy. Because I had changed my sound.
Ultimately.
Yeah. Because I just have to, because naturally listening to musicians who came to town and playing side by side with them.
Yeah.
I can't be using my way.
Right.
Because that jazz music culture from America is here.
Yeah.
I can't play like the way I know other cultural music, right?
So you have to you were still open to learning.
And so I make an artistic switch, and because I was in the symphonic band playing classical music as well, so the sensitivity to different timbre and loudness and soft and the expression, it all helps. It's an all-rounded help.
And the international stages you've graced in your life, was there ever a time where, when you were at any one particular place, which I'd like to know where you sat down behind your drum kit, you looked out and you thought to yourself, I can't believe this small Tama, the young boy from Singapore, is now playing here. Has there ever been a moment like that for you?
Well, I was only worried about delivering.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where, especially which country that you were more worried about delivering? The US?
No. Everywhere I go.
Everywhere you go.
It's important.
It's specific to you. You're particular about that.
Yeah, I mean, I always feel that music is a business.
Okay.
People pay and come and watch us.
Yep.
We have to give them the music.
Yep.
There was one particular time where Jeremy and me were in the New York.
Mm-hmm.
We were playing for James Moody's scholarship fund raising.
Mm-hmm.
And that's already something that I would never think that I would get there.
So there was the aha moment where you saw yourself, the little Singaporean boy who started with his one snare drum and put 4 or 5 snare drums together for a drum kit, actually ended up in New York playing.
Yeah.
Awesome, man.
So, then again, on stage, all these people I used to listen to, and some of them got a Grammy and all that, and then plus James Moody, So it's like there's nothing for me to prove. I just will sit down and play the music the way it's
supposed to be played.
Yeah. And very humbling.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Well done, dude.
Yeah. So
well done, man.
Well, that doesn't make me an accomplished musician, because I had to come back and do more. And
in your eyes, you're not, but to many, you are.
Well, I appreciate people who encourage me, and they sometimes they'll come up to me and tell me how they enjoyed the sound I produce with the band. There are once or two people will just come to me and, hey, you really need to listen to this guy on it. So I'll just pick it up and go listen. Yeah. Because coming from a time of my life where the teachers are basically around me, and if I actually go look for one, I've been ignored. So today everybody is my teacher. It's still today everybody is still my teacher. But nowadays, some people I can identify non-musical ones, they are my patience teacher. They teach me how to behave, and there are some who will show me something, and then in a way, I get the understanding that this is something I haven't know about.
Yeah.
Or this is something new today.
New to you, yeah.
And especially when now there's AI music coming up. People are doing so many things with AI. I cannot just ignore it.
Yeah. You can't, because Kai and I just wrote a song using AI last week.
Oh, okay.
It was done in half an hour. It's scary, man. And it's good stuff, yeah.
I tell you something. I think the musician who think about AI in a
negative way,
we have to realize that actually AI was around.
Yeah.
Before we actually call it AI.
Yeah.
The sequence music was part of
Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. So But like Pat Metheny, he actually has some music track in the background. There is a loop.
Yeah.
And I think that is kind of the early
advent of AI.
Yeah. So if AI has churned out a lot of music that is on sale, on Spotify or iTunes or whatever, I think one day maybe the audience will be tired of listening to AI music. They come back
after
to the
a while,
come back to live players.
Yeah, I think it's happening a little bit now, where younger people start to realize that bigger bands sound so much better than your two-piece acoustics. Yeah, because that's been prevalent since COVID ended. It's everyone just going to the two-piece, three-piece. But anyway, you and I have something in common. We're both friends of Shure.
Oh, okay.
As a drummer, I use a microphone. It's obvious, isn't it? Yeah. How's your relationship with audio technology in capturing that perfect snare hit, for example, that evolved over the decades? What's your relationship with audio? Are you particular? That's the reason why you became a friend of Shure.
Well, I think I grew up with a lot of exposure to Shure because Shure had a bigger market share. But as a musician, I've always had this thinking that I have to make sure my drums sound good first.
Okay.
And then when I get to the gig, I do my best to make the drum sound good and play the music the way it's supposed to be played.
Right.
And like I told you just now that I used to EQ the live playing, the balance and all that, and let the engineer do the rest.
Right.
So usually I did not really bother about what microphones the sound crew or sound engineer choose to provide.
Right.
And because of that, I work very well with a lot of people because I'm not so
fussy,
particular.
Right.
Yeah. As long as the mic doesn't get in the way. And but yes, Shure has a better set of names and model number, easy for us to remember.
Right. Okay.
Like the SM58s, 57, 81s, and it's easy to remember.
Yeah.
So I feel safer.
You feel safer with them.
Yeah.
In the 2000s, man, we spoke about the 80s and 90s. We spoke about your earlier part in your life, your developing years. It was the period, the era of the 2000s was more about versatility and honors for you. In 2005, you received the Compass Artistic Excellence Award. But what did that recognition mean to you?
Well, I didn't see that coming in the first place. When I got the award, it was the same feeling as when instrument companies give me the endorsement. The part of me that's always shouting in the head, there's a monkey down there telling me, better get a shit together because the audience got no time for you to improve.
Yeah.
So getting that award spurred me on to work harder and more relentlessly. I just basically cut off social gatherings just to practice.
Now, that's 2005, it wasn't that long ago. It's like 11 years, 21 years ago.
Yeah.
And even at that stage at your game, you were still relentlessly going on to get better and better and better and better. That's a philosophy that won't change in Tamago, right?
Yes, but however, now I have to share this because practicing drums has got nothing to play with playing music. Because when you can play the drums, only then you go and learn how to play the music.
Okay.
Talking about respect music.
Yeah.
And some genre, especially in the jazz industry, you need to be able to play the drums to a certain level.
Right. In order for you to play the music.
Yeah.
Right. So you see the music, as in, like, for example, correct me if I'm wrong, when you say music, you're talking about the scores and everything that's written, and that it's only if you can't play your drums to that piece of music, then that piece of music is like an institution in itself.
So the level and control of your sticks and your limbs.
Yeah.
You have to get to a certain point where you're able to fit into what's required of you on stage.
Right.
Because by the time you get a piece of music, it's too late to practice.
Right.
Yeah. So because I'm self-taught, I have my own ways to do my own drum kit rudiments and do the basics of motor skill playing and all that.
Right.
To prepare myself for shortening the learning time.
Right.
And making the learning curve effective.
Right.
When the time comes for me to learn something new or something challenging.
Right.
Because even at my current stage, some music is just beyond my reach. I will still need to work on them.
It seems to me like you're a very highly disciplined guy, you know.
Yes, I still spend time practicing Mondays to Fridays, at least 1 to 2 hours a day. Okay, here's why it is. It's because now practicing is between me and my instrument.
Right.
So it's got nothing to do with other people in my life or even the music performance. So because now I'm in my 60s, right? I don't know how much time I have to be able to still play the way I want to play, right? So time is running out. Okay. So the relationship between me and my instrument is damn important and sacred.
You know something about you? I just realized something about you. Throughout every aspect of your life, you have different drivers. Now in your 60s, this is your driver. You seem to have different drivers at different stages.
Yeah, so I have benchmarks in drumming ideas that I have, which is, I consider myself a very unorthodox drummer.
Right.
Yeah. So there's a certain concept that I want to do before my last day, you know. So I'm rushing to get there. So then I have this relationship with the instrument that becomes me, and with the drum is one.
Basically, you're a perfectionist, Tama, the way I see it, man. I mean, everything you do is about perfecting something, you know. And
I think getting to the goal.
Yeah. Evolution Quartet.
Yeah.
After decades of session work that you've been doing, how did it feel to be part of a collective focused on original music?
Well, during COVID, we managed to record 2 albums.
Okay.
But credit goes all the way to, all the credit goes to Earl Spencer, composer.
Right.
Who had studied and graduated from La Salle College. He was well trained and got a lot of knowledge and know-how.
Right.
Because for a person who, like a retired banker, who study and with a piano knowledge and all that, he started to write songs.
Right.
And we get chance to play her music and all that. So he was very flexible and creative composer.
Okay.
Able to write out music that we can hear different expressions and in different timbre and all that. And she can weave in and out of the classical genre and the jazz genre.
Okay.
And pop.
Wow.
So
versatile, huh?
Yeah, she's versatile. She basically hears music her own way, which is also good for modern composers. Yeah.
Let's take a look at the Evolution Quartet, Kai, so that our viewers can understand what we're talking about. This versatility.
I like to highlight that this piece is not written by her.
Yeah, it's not written by her.
But it's a piece we played as a warm-up, the prelude to preparing concerts. Concert with for our band.
Right.
I think this one was we were supposed to play in the Simply Jazz.
Okay.
Yeah, so we were just doing that as a warm-up.
Well, that's what I found on.
I don't know where you picked.
I found this.
Yeah.
And I kind of liked it. That's the reason why I picked this one.
That's a nice Wayne Shorter tune.
Yeah, okay. I was wondering who was longer, but never mind. Let's talk about Tama, the mentor and the visionary, the guy today. And the last couple of years, in recent times, you paying it forward. One, as a director of the Singapore Street Fest.
Been many years. Man.
Why was it important for you to move from the stage to the organizer seat to help youth culture?
Well, my role was more on being able to spend time with the youth. Because prior to this, I started the Most Art Percussion Band.
Right.
For people who are interested in music and for people who are always the non-classical and non-musicians.
Right.
They're interested in percussion, you know,
right.
Like for them to come and join because there's a community-based
right.
And Street Festival is a platform where we give the youth professional staging and sound and instruments.
But why? Why do you want to do this, man? Why?
Well, there's this Singapore Street Festival is founded by Annie Peck.
Okay.
Yeah. So she's the one who founded it, and before me it was Elim Chew.
Okay. 77th Street, Elim Chew.
Yeah. Who was heading that part. So when I joined them, my role was basically I told Annie, I said, Annie, if I be part of your team, I don't want to meet the VIPs. I leave it to you. I need to work with the youth.
Okay.
Yeah, which is I'm very comfortable and I'm happy to do.
Right.
Knowing how to speak to them, the lingo, the vibe and all that. Yeah, and we get a lot of young budding musicians who are talented.
But why? Why do you still... You see, you don't want to meet the VIPs. You work specifically with the youth. And you don't want to meet the VIPs. You want to work directly with the youth. But why? What is it about this?
Because from my background, I do not have people who are guiding me.
Okay. So you're not one of those like the old days and nobody wants to share things with you. They want to teach you. You're different from that. You want to give.
Yeah.
You want to pay it forward.
Yeah. If I can share with them some people to go talk to, to advance or bring their journey further to do well, I would do that. And
so it's a give back.
Well, kind of a give back. I'm quite a capo actually. Yeah. So but on top of doing that, I'm also a volunteer to a group called 好人好事, which is the founder is Hanson Ng.
Okay.
Yeah. First time the year or something, he's got an award. This group of people, it's a big movement of volunteers who distribute food to the people who need it.
Right.
And till today, have 2 shop outlets where it's rented, it's like a supermarket for people to go pick up the grocery.
Right.
Yeah. And our Lawrence Wong is also very encouraging. So he's came on board.
Yeah. Okay.
To help raise funds and all that. So I'm more involved in the background with Anson because I don't have time to go down to help so much. Besides once in a while volunteer to take care of traffic direction and all that when they are doing operations. We used to distribute food in Toa Payoh.
Right.
Yeah. So now we have outlets, so it's become more diversified.
Right.
And now it's an organization.
Yeah, it's more control, basically.
Yeah. So I'm quite happy to do things like that besides just doing.
That's another part of Tamago, man.
Yeah, I think it's good to do that,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and also so I do spend some time playing music with the Jazz Association Singapore.
Right.
Yeah. So all these are groups that are in society that I feel that it's meaningful to associate with.
Right, and to support.
It's not about taking, it's more about giving.
Right.
Giving out, And along the way, we meet people, and I enjoy sharing my background, where I come from, and sometimes give people suggestions and do some, if as long as I can help.
Yeah. Okay. Put your egos outside the door when you are practicing. Familiar?
Yeah, it's always there.
What is your... Can you define that for me?
Okay, basically this one goes to the students. When you practice, don't get into masturbation mode. I know one or two of them actually put it out in the social media. Yeah, but it's quite important.
I've never heard it described that way. Alright, don't go into masturbation mode. It's a good one, man. It's a really good one.
Because you are practicing, you are actually trying to get better at some things. And then when you go into masturbation mode, you are playing things that you like.
So, oh gosh, I don't even know where to go from this. How is a younger generation, since you're on the masturbation mode, the younger lot of musicians today, Singaporean musicians, have they changed from what you're used to from the past? Do you think is there a generation change in the way they do things?
Well, today's youth musicians,
do they have it easier today, or do they face more challenges?
Well, you know what? They can be self-taught easier.
YouTube.
Yes. However, as teachers, we have to show them to go to which video first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't jump to advance.
Yeah, and then certain things that are shared on the internet may not be suitable to an individual at the stage of their development.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So we are there to be able to supervise or supervise and share where to not go, so you don't waste time. I think productivity is very important, and because today's youth, they have everything they need. In our days, we have to make our own instrument, We have to make things work for us.
Yeah.
Today, all they need to do is that I want to have an iPad, or these drums are not good enough.
Yeah.
But some of my students, they give them a recommendation to buy certain instrument that is good enough and doesn't cost a lot of money in case the spider will take over the instrument. Man, the parent go and buy a $20,000 drum kit and put it at home and send me a video, man. I was like, what? So and today's students I must say they ask the right questions. Those who are serious.
Okay.
Yeah. And they got all kinds of information on the internet. Some of the questions they ask, I can't even answer. I would ask them where they get that information.
Right.
And then I'll go, and then it becomes another lesson for me.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
So they're basically smarter, lah. They're more.
They're more informed because they actually spread out.
Yeah, they're more informed.
They're like the sponge. They absorb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More than we were.
Yeah, but as a teacher, I'm very quick to admit that I don't know.
Yep. I mean, that should be the way, isn't it?
Yeah, because I don't know means I don't know.
Because if you tell them to drop the egos at the door, you have to drop yours too.
Yeah, because it's better than or he don't know that he don't know. That's the different words, right?
Okay, yeah. When you don't know lah.
So I don't
when
know.
You know, you shut the fuck up lah.
Yeah, because after a while, they too will know that I don't know.
Okay, this is gonna go on forever. Is it true that you cycle 150 clicks a week?
That was many years ago.
You have to qualify that now. Interestingly, I found this out about you, though.
Is it?
Yeah,
no, I really love cycling.
Okay.
But of COVID time, I cycle a lot because there's nothing much to do besides running to the studio, which is against the rules.
Yep.
I will be cycling.
That's not against the rules, huh?
No, you can cycle.
Yeah, you can, yeah.
So what I did was I put my car at home.
Yeah.
I use the bicycle, I go to the studio and practice, and then finish, I'll go hit the Changi Point, go to Changi Point.
Okay.
Yeah. And along the way, drag some musicians along, so we have a good time.
So you basically, at that time, you're doing 150 clicks a week, huh?
Yeah. Averaging that.
Uh-huh.
And I was crazy sprinting with younger musicians on a small foldable Dahon bike, and they were all on road bikes, So that one, a lot ego driven because then Changi Coast Road was 7 kilometer straight road.
Yeah.
And when we cycle, the engine roar of the airplane is them encouraging. So I would fly with them, for the 7 click. That was the sprinting click, because the rest of the journey from Juchet all the way to Changi Village was just a leisure cycling.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. But as I'm aging older, I stopped that push, because it may be my last day.
Yeah. You're very right, man.
Yeah.
Jaga a bit, huh?
Yeah.
Listen to your body, dude. Yeah. You're no longer spring chicken, eh?
No point to be the hardest one and then you die with a limp.
Absolutely. Yeah. If you could go back to the young Goh Yong Sing, just starting out in his first band, what is the one piece of advice that you would give him to survive 40 plus years in this industry?
One advice?
Yeah, one advice.
Well, just don't be afraid to admit that we don't know.
Okay.
Because that's the beginning of the journey to know.
So were there any time in that 40 years of your life, in your career, that you actually felt that you knew, but you didn't know?
No, I just wanted to...
Here we go back. Here we go again. Yeah.
I just wanted to arrive.
You just wanted to arrive.
Arrive at the part that the place I want to be.
So that's the one greatest piece of advice you can give yourself, is you will be able to talk to your younger self way back when.
Just set realistic goals.
Okay. As a tribute to an SG music icon, how would you like the history books to describe your contribution to the Singapore sound?
Well,
is there a Singapore sound in the first place? I asked that of a lot of people.
I think there is, but it's just there's no collective somebody who just gather this, put it on record.
Okay.
Singapore sound.
Okay. That's interesting.
In 90s, we had the first Singapore birthday bash in Orchard Road, right in front of Dynasty Hotel.
Swing Singapore.
Yeah. I led a group called City Swing.
Oh.
We were. It was 12 midnight, and we were the ones who kick off the city rhythm that we created with Chinese, Indian, Malay, and
all the ethnic instruments, lah.
Yeah. Working together with the DJ. I think it was more Akaf. Yeah. Something like that. We started that, and then we became a group that is together playing in different special events and all that. And then from there, there are many groups that spring offspring, because we got more youth join us and all that. So today we have a lot of good cultural fashion groups and all that.
But what do you think your contribution has been? How would it be written in the history books? Tamago contributed this to the music in Singapore.
Well, I mean, to me, it's actually really, honestly speaking, not that I've been lying just now. I never think about all this, but it is not necessary.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
My quest is basically I want to get to where I am at drumming goals, which only I alone understand and know.
Okay.
Yeah. It's quite sacred. But I believe I should be and still continue to play music and contribute with the package I am to more songs and music makers here. But it's not important to be known as somebody who do this, do that.
Yeah.
I'm happiest being a free soul doing what I want to do.
And you're definitely a free soul, man, because I tell you, I'm sitting in this chair. The last time I laughed this hard was when Gabriel was here with Bunchai, and my gosh. And this is really funny, man. But thanks for the laughter, too. I hope you enjoyed yourself, though, on this show.
Yeah, I'm very
sorry about the hissing and all that earlier on.
I mean, I enjoyed, and even the the hissing part.
No, not the pissing part. Yeah. No pissing happened in the studio. Yeah. Okay.
So, I mean, you made it easy for me, and I think I'll be laughing my way to my next destination in the car later. Because I really don't know what to expect.
But you know what we plan to do to end the show, this episode? We plan now, ladies and gentlemen, we plan to bring an icon that we paid tribute to a few seasons ago, another great drummer, local Singaporean drummer, Jimmy Lee, and having Tamago face off with Jimmy Lee, and you gotta watch this video. But one more thing before I say goodbye. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to share. And for heaven's sake, at this point of this video, I hope you've been sitting down and watching it till the end, because we really need your help to do that. That's so important, especially if it's for this particular season. So do us a favor. Watch this all the way to the end, will you? Please? We really appreciate you doing that. This is Chris Hansen, together with Tamago. I'll see you again. Same channel, same time next Friday. Until then, take care, everybody. Bye-bye. The Chris Hansen Conversation. Real talk, no filters. And a growing community of more than 100,000 subscribers across ASEAN. Right here from Singapore.